everyone. Sorry, this is the first time I've done this, so still super crooked. Hang on. Okay. All right. Ignore the mess I have around me. So, gosh, I'm sorry, y'all. That better? And I hate how it's flipped. So hang on. Again, first time I'm doing this. So, all messages. Oh, nope, you don't want the other side. Okay. All right. Oh, cancel. Let's just move that. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know how to flip the screen to where you can actually read what I have, but I guess it really doesn't matter. So I thought I would just pop on today. If you're new, I'm Melody with Design by Melody. I've had this YouTube channel for years and I've gone a little quiet here recently. Now, I don't necessarily have a particular reason for that, but I will share with you a little bit about what I've been doing and kind of what's coming up. That way you know, because I've really missed scrapbooking. I just haven't had the time to really sit down and do it. So I thought I would pop on today, share a couple things with you. I've got some things that are going to be moving around here in my scrap room. So in order to do that, I also need to kind of clean up a couple things. So I thought I would go ahead and share with you my used up items as well. That way I can go ahead and get those put up or recycled or whatnot, and then move on to the next thing. So let's just see if we are streaming here. I believe we are. If anybody is here, say hi so I can see you. Okay, all right, we are good. All right, so these are the used up items. Now I'm assuming that most people that are gonna pop on are going to be watching this as a replay. Hi, Becky, how are you? Perfect. Yay, somebody is here. I did not really announce this at all, so I really wasn't expecting anybody to be here, but you never know who might be online whenever you're on. So first thing I'm going to do is share with you my used up items. I have still been collecting these. Now the last YouTube video I did was the last scrapbook layout that I did. So I really have not scrapbooked since my last video, which is kind of a long time ago. I just have been busy. That's truly all it has been. So I have been doing craft projects though, however, so I have quite a few things that are used up. I have a whole bunch of ribbon, like a whole bunch of ribbon, which is fantastic because ribbon seems to be one of those things that I hang on to and it like multiplies. I don't know if you're the same way, but I have tons of ribbon. So I have some ribbon there that I've used up. I also have a whole bunch of washi tape that I have used up. So I've got, what, 3 rolls of washi tape and 3 rolls of just regular tape that I've used up. I have 1 roll of adhesive, or 1 thing of adhesive. I really haven't used much of that. I did use, now I had a whole bunch of twine that was on, I have a whole bunch of twine that's like on these little popsicles, no, sucker sticks is what these are called. And so I'm kind of working my way through those. Now I do have my big spools of twine, as you can see here. But I'm trying not to use those. I'm trying to use up all my little spools. That way I can just get them out of my drawer instead of having so much of everything. I used up 1 spool of thread. And then I used up a, what did you call this? Like an acrylic word from Jasmine Jones. So I have all that. So I'm going to go ahead and recycle this stuff and get it out of the way. But as I mentioned, so I have a couple things that are coming up here. And in order to kind of get moving on some of these projects, I have to kind of get my desk back in order. So I've been doing a couple different things. If you are unaware, most of you are probably aware because I talked about this a lot before, but I actually was laid off last September from my full-time job. And so since then, I've been doing a lot of other little projects, trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. And in the process of doing that, I've stumbled upon a couple of things that I really do enjoy. But in order to make that work here in my office, I kind of have to reorganize it. So just to kind of give you a little bit of background, I am an ESL teacher with VIP Kid. So I have like a classroom set up over there. I'm sitting on the opposite side of my craft desk of what I normally film. So there's like a window behind me. Normally this window's not behind me. Normally the window's in front of me because I like the natural light from the window, but I also have my studio lights up, which is why you can still see me instead of having just the natural light. So I have my classroom over there. I also am now a consultant for Pearl Chic, and I've posted a couple things about that because I did want to share that with you guys. But I'm a consultant for Pearl Chic, so I do like oyster shucking for the pearls, and then you could purchase jewelry to go with the pearls that you get. So I have all of that. That's kind of what this stuff is right here, actually, because I just had a live party last night. So that's still sitting up over here. So I have that. So I need to have space to do that as well, because I'll be doing probably 3 parties a week live on Facebook, and I might actually do a couple here on YouTube. However, it probably won't be on this channel because I have also set up a separate lifestyle YouTube channel. So I am going to be doing a YouTube channel, a lifestyle YouTube channel as well. And I will probably share my Pearl Chic stuff on there because it just fits in that genre a little bit better. So I also have my Etsy shop, which I've had that for, I think it's 10 years now. I opened it in 2009 according to Etsy. And I am doing that a lot. I spend a lot of time on that every single week, and I'm doing pop-up shops with that as well, local pop-up shops, and then I have, of course, the Etsy shop, all mine. And then I've gotten into, since, you know, every year I tend to do a lot of purging in our house and going through clothes and going through things just to see if there's stuff that we don't need, especially as Kaylin continues to grow. Except, by the way, today is his last day of 2nd grade, which is quite heartbreaking, but also quite exciting. So that's another reason why I wanted to pop on here, because I have to go get him. I have to leave at like 11:30. So I wanted to come on and do this real quick before I need to go get him from school, because he has a half day and it's his last day. Well, what was I going with that? I don't remember what I was going to say. I don't remember why I got to that. But, oh, for the Pearl Chic stuff. So with that and doing 3 parties for that a week, I need to kind of have a space set up that I don't have to set up and break down each and every time. So I'm going to continue to probably use my this craft desk, which is my dad's old workbench, will stay obviously in my room. But I'm going to get rid of the other desk that I have and get a, because it's kind of a movable one, it has wheels on it, but it's just not working for me. It's not quite as sturdy as what I need. And I'm also going to start teaching my ESL classes from my not my laptop, my iPad, so I can probably move the computer off of there. But I want to get another longer desk, probably just an IKEA desk. Let me know if any of you guys have an IKEA desk. I would be very interested to know if you like it and if it's sturdy, because I really just want like a tabletop and legs. I don't need cabinets. Good Lord, I have plenty of those. I have plenty of cabinets and carts and everything else. I do not need more of those. I really, truly do not need more of those. I really just need kind of a longer, sturdy desk. Say hi if you're popping on. I can't see who's popping on. I can only see if there's chat comments. And sometimes, I mean, I'm sure I probably could figure that out. I haven't done YouTube Live in a really long time, and it's quite different than what I remember it as. So I need to get another desk. So let me know if any of you guys have one of the IKEA desks. What do you think of it? Is it sturdy? Is it good? Could I, you know, shuck oysters on it and not have to worry about the desk shaking really bad and things like that? I'm just really curious to know, because I just need to make my space more usable. I have my giant shelves, which you can't see, but they're right here. And I need to move those closer to the closet, because right now my teaching is in front of the closet and I can't open my closet, which really makes that unusable. It makes it a pain in the butt anytime I need to get in the closet, because I have to move the other desk back and forth. And then it also doesn't help that the printer cord is right in front of my closet, so I have to move my printer every time. It's just really not working for me. I don't want to move anything out of my room, because I need to have all my Etsy inventory. I need to have all my scrapbooking supplies. I need to have all of the tools that I have in here. I use all of it. I just have to figure out a better way for it to work with what I'm doing. So that kind of gives you an idea about that. Oh, and then the eBay stuff. So I've been selling a whole bunch of stuff on eBay, just like clothes that Kaylin's run out of, sewing things that I'm not using anymore, some patterns that are from my grandmother that I got, that are from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. I probably have 300 patterns. So I've just kind of been selling those little by little on eBay. So I've really been busy. And I just really haven't taken the time to scrapbook, which is quite unfortunate because I was thinking about it the other day. It's kind of like a decompression thing for me when I sit down and scrapbook. It helps me like work through my thoughts, especially if I've had a stressful day. It's a way for me to kind of keep to myself, work through thoughts, go to a happy place, which is scrapbooking, and then move on with the rest of my life for the day. So with that being said, I do have some scrappy things coming up. I've given you all my updates of what I've been doing and everything else, but I mean, you have to ignore, I really have a lot of mess right here right now. So what I have coming up, and this is kind of like my little jump start, push myself back into getting into the groove of scrapbooking. I'm not going to go back to doing a video every day like I did in February. I really did enjoy that, but then like once I stopped completely instead of continuing on. I'll probably do a video a day, maybe near the end of the year once I get back in the groove of things and kind of get my room situated again. But I am taking part or participating in a YouTube hop with Audrey Yeager. So she does her summer scrapping series. I think she's done it for 3 years now, maybe longer. I participated last year. I think I only participated 1 year. Maybe and then I also did, I want to say it was a Christmas one. I've participated in 2 of her YouTube hops. I really should have looked at this. I'm sorry. I can't remember which ones I participated in, but I know I did the summer one last year and I did one before that. So she's got her summer scrap in 2019, and what she does is she has people participating for like a week in June, a week in July, and a week in August. Well, I am one of the June participants, and I will be Thursday. My video will be up Thursday, June 20th, and it's actually going to be up in the morning. Normally I post at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but that one will be 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or maybe 9 a.m. I can't remember. It has to be up by 10, so I want to say mine might actually be going up at 9 or at 10. I'm not entirely sure. So keep an eye out for that. If I don't have a video up before then, you will definitely have one on the 20th, and I'm kind of hoping just to keep rolling, because once I start scrapbooking, I tend to just be able to go. And I do have photos already printed. I probably have about 20 pages worth of photos printed. So my idea, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this because I just figured this out. My idea for my summer scrapping layout that I'm going to do for the YouTube hop is actually a summer reading chart for Kaylin. So he will be starting 3rd grade. He only has like truly a 6-week summer because we're on a modified traditional schedule. He goes to a charter school. And so for him, we kind of decided, okay, so let me give you a little bit of background. Kaylin is in a Spanish immersion program at his school. And because of that, and this is, if you look at all the data, it just depends on the child, but if you have a child that is in a foreign language immersion program, he does not have a background in that foreign language, which he doesn't. I speak enough Spanish to get by, but I am by no means fluent in any realm of possibility. I know more vocabulary words than I can put together sentences, if that makes sense. Sorry, I heard a noise. That's the air. I heard like a hissing noise, and yeah, I'm good. That scared me for a second. So if you are familiar with the data, since he doesn't have a background and 90% of their day is in that language, they said 90%. I don't know what it actually breaks down to, but it's similar to 90% of the day is in Spanish. Because of that, his English reading suffers a little bit because it's not something that they really focus on as much at school. He like is pulled out for a certain period of time to work on his English reading, but in class, they're primarily working in Spanish. They've not really worked. Are we still here? Did we lose it? Oh, there we go. Okay. I hope we are still live. Sorry, I got a phone call and I hate that. I got a phone call and it interrupted our live. So I apologize for that. I hope you are still here. Becky, are you still here? Can you still hear me? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. It did the same thing last night when I was doing a Facebook Live for my Pearl Chic stuff, and it bothers me, and I don't know how to stop that. Anyways, so because of the immersion program, his English reading is suffering just a little bit. Not bad by any means, not to a point that he needs like remediation or anything like that. But I do want to work on it over the summer. So he's just a little bit behind in his reading in English. His Spanish reading level, he actually tests higher in his Spanish reading level than he does in his English reading level, which is amazing, except for the fact that next year he will be taking EOGs, the standardized testing here in North Carolina. And I don't want it to be a problem to where he struggles reading the questions or anything like that. I mean, I know we have a whole school year for that to come, but I do want to continuously work on it throughout. Plus, as a kid, I always did summer reading programs. I don't remember if my mom made me do summer reading programs or if I just did them. Because I loved to read when I was like, well, not when I was Kaylin's age. When I got to like 3rd and 4th grade, that's when I really enjoyed reading. When I was like 1st and 2nd grade, it was like pulling teeth. I remember crying and screaming, and my mom would make me sit there and read. It was so terrible. I remember it being awful. So anyways, so we have a program that he works with at school throughout the school year. So we're just going to work through that through the summer. And there are a couple, there's like certain things that we have picked, he and I have picked, that he wants to go ahead and read through, and it just kind of takes him from level to level, and it's just to continue practicing the levels that he is already at or the next level that he'll be at. So I have a chart here, and I'm going to do it. There are 4 sections of it. And what I've told him is that as we finish a section, there are 4 sections, like I said, and he has like a 6-week summer, maybe it's 6.5-week summer or something like that. We'll basically take each section, and each time he's done with one of the sections, we will go see a movie. We love to go see movies, but we don't see them very often because they are quite expensive. I do enjoy them, but they're expensive because I can't go to the movies and not buy popcorn and a drink and all of that, but I do enjoy the movies. So he just finished one of his programs at school, so we went and saw Aladdin on Sunday, so that was kind of like the kickoff for this. And then he's got these 4 sections that we're going to work through over the next like 6 to 7 weeks. And each time he finishes a section, we will go see a movie. So I've got like a countdown. It's like 1 to 20. So we pulled out like 20 different things to read for each of these levels. Now, some of them are very short, so I know that sounds like a lot, but you could probably do 3 or 4 of these in one day if you really sat down and did them. And that's kind of the goal. We're going to go to the pool quite often, so I said, you know, when they do the adult swim, you have a 10-minute break, let's read. Let's just read some. Or in the mornings before we go to the pool, we'll read a little bit. So I'm going to take this chart because I wanted to make it fun. I just need to cut these out. I just printed these. But I'm going to take these charts and make a layout out of it and then put that on the refrigerator so we can just like put stickers or put like paint daubs or whatever we choose to do on each of the sections as we complete them, or each of the 1 to 20 for each of the 4 categories as we complete them. And I thought it'd be fun to do, since it's a summer reading program that we created ourselves, I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and do like a summer layout to kind of go along with it, especially since we're probably going to be doing a lot of reading at the pool. So that's my idea for my Summer Scrapping 2019 layout that I'll be doing for the Audrey Lieger YouTube Hop. Like I said, that'll be Thursday, June 20th. So keep an eye out for that layout to come up. Pretty sure it's going to be 12 by 12. I mean, it could be a project lifestyle layout. I haven't really figured out the details yet, other than what I'm going to be scrapbooking. So I'm just going to kind of go with the flow. I'll pull out some products here probably tomorrow and start working with it and just kind of see what I create. So I'm kind of excited about that. It's just kind of giving me a jump start. And I already was wanting to do something with this chart anyways, because I made this chart about 2 weeks ago and I just haven't done anything with it. So I thought that would be a perfect way to do it. Another thing that I'm going to be working on, I've been doing a lot of social media, like learning, taking workshops and things like that, and reading a lot about it, because with my Etsy, it's all about marketing. And I know I have my pop-up shops, but most of it's online. So a lot of it, I use a lot of social media for it. And the same thing with the Pearl Chic as a consultant for them. I do a lot of social media marketing. Well, with that, I have learned a lot about Pinterest, a lot about Facebook, a lot about Instagram. And so I'm going to be incorporating that with my scrapbook channel. And I already am, I'm the admin for the Project Life Obsessed Facebook group. If you, some of you may know what that is, some of you may not know what that is. And it is a running group. It hasn't been quite as active here recently. I mean, it is active. There might be about 4,000 members to it right now. It's somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 members. And I do monitor it, but I don't really post on it. So I want to get better about being an active member of that group. I know I'm the admin, but I would like to be a little bit more of an active member to that group, and then also have more on my Design by Melody Facebook group. Right now, it just kind of coincides with the videos that I post. So if you are more of a Facebook user, you'll see it there, and then you can come to YouTube and watch the video. If you're already on YouTube, there's not really, right now I haven't been offering much more on that Facebook group for Design by Melody, but I am going to be. And it's a very small group. There's only 130 people on it or something like that, whereas my channel has about 2,400, 2,500 people. So if you will, go over to Facebook, find me, it's Design by Melody, just on Facebook, and go ahead and follow that Facebook group, because I am going to be offering more things on there. And the same thing with my blog. I want to start offering more printables. I do have some printables now, and I have always had my kit review series PDF stuff there, where you can print and see all my comparisons for the kits that I've reviewed in the past. I've been doing that for a couple years now. I have kind of taken a break since last fall. But I will be getting back. I would like to start doing that kit review series here soon, because a lot of the kits change. The kits start to change. I've just noticed a cycle in doing my kit review series, because I've done it for I think 3 years now. I've noticed a cycle that about every 12 months the kits kind of change. Either one company that's offering kits change how they do their kits, you know, like maybe they were offering Project Life kits and planner kits and scrapbooking kits, and maybe now they've condensed it to a traveler's notebook kit and a scrapbooking kit or something like that. So the kits tend to change quite frequently, even if the company itself hasn't changed. The kits that they offer tend to change, and that just seems to be what it does with time. So I think it's about time that I start reviewing some of those kits again, revisiting companies I've already reviewed, as well as reviewing some of the other companies that I never got to, or new companies that had popped up. So that is something I would also like to start doing again, but that will stay on my blog with the kit review PDF that you can download and print. But I am going to start offering more printables. I have started playing around with my own printables. One of the first printables that I want to make, though, is like print and cut alphas that you can download and just print and cut as many as you want. I'm such a huge fan of the small tile alphas, and so I would really like to figure out how to make my own and be able to just print and cut those myself here at home. It's not that expensive to go buy the tile alphas, but I would love to be able to have like a whole sheet of A's and E's and then just regular sheets of all the other alphas, because I use them so often, and it really irritates me when I run out of one letter that I use, and then it's like the whole sheet's wasted, or I have to be creative of how I've used it. I really just want to be able to say, hey, I want some blue tile alphas. Here we go. Here's the title. I'm done with it. Instead of going, oh, I don't have enough A's. Do I have enough A's on this one? No, I don't. What about this one? I can't stand that. I don't like wasting products, so it's not like I'm going to throw those away, but I also would really like to just be able to pull out what I want and use it and keep on going and not have to worry about how many I have of a certain letter. So I think that is it. Thanks for popping on. I thought it'd be fun just to stop in and say hello. And if you popped in the middle of this or popping in here at the end of it, just this will be on my YouTube channel here probably in the next 10 minutes. So you can always go back and check it out. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Does anybody who's watching right now have any questions or suggestions? Because I sure would love to hear them. And if you're watching this as a replay, put in the comments replay and let me know if you have any questions or suggestions, especially like about the IKEA desk. The reason I say IKEA is because it's such a simple like design. I can get to IKEA fairly easily. It's just down by my mom's house. So anytime I go to her house, we basically go to IKEA. So it's not like I would have to make a real special trip to go. It's very easy for me to go. And they're pretty affordable. So it's not like it's a $400 desk or anything like that. So that's why I automatically thought of IKEA. But I would love to hear anybody's suggestions. I've also been keeping an eye on Facebook Marketplace for either an IKEA desk or that style, like that very simple style of desk. So if anybody has any suggestions or warnings about some of those things, let me know, because I would love to know. All right, guys, I think that's it. If I don't have a video up before next Thursday, there will be one on Thursday, because that's going to be the Summer Scrapping 2019 like kickoff week for Audrey Yeager's YouTube hop. And I'm in charge of Thursday, June 20th, and I already gave you all my idea for that. I might have something up before then, though. It just depends. With Kaylin being out of school today, it's either going to get super busy or my schedule will kind of calm down a little bit, because I won't be doing so much running around in the middle of the day. I'm not sure. It's probably going to be crazy. I should probably just embrace that. But you know how it is. All right, so thanks for popping in today. I appreciate everyone and all of your support, and thank you for hanging out with me, even though I have been gone for the last 3 months, 2 months, 2.5, 3 months. I can't believe it was that long, and it just doesn't even feel like it, but it just kind of like flew by. So, all right, I think that's it. I will be back with something new shortly. Thanks, guys. Bye. Let's see if I can figure out how to stop this and not flash you at the same time. Bye.